Oh my god, I love space. I don't know if you guys know this, but I love space. If you haven't picked that up already. Oh my god, but that's so cool. Let me turn on speed plus. You should play Starbound. It's fun. I'll try. I want to try it out. That seems fun. Well, I think my favorite movie has to be Interstellar. That's my favorite movie by far. And you get here, and that's when you kill him, and it says "Rest in peace" in your name. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. God damn it, why do you have to be so good? But look at that. Look at that. Pog. Oh my god, it's so cool. Oh my god, it's so cool. Oh my god. The only thing that I like about space is the unknown stuff that resides inside it. Exactly. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Like I think we know I think statistically, I think we know more about space than we do than our own ocean. I think that's what it is, or the other way around. Um, but it's so cool. Oh my god, space is cool. Instead, my favorite high tech world. Oh my god, it's just so. Dude, I could talk about space for ages. Like, literally, I could speak about space all day if I wanted to. But we've got a stream to do, so I don't think you guys want to hear that. But dude, oh my god, it's so good. Dude, I love it. I love space. I love it. I don't care what anyone says. I love it. Right, time to go. Time to go vibe later then. Oh god. All right, what are we doing now? We can just vibe for the rest of the stream. Um, God, so good. Can you invite me? Yeah, sure. Let me just go find a good world to go to. What I want to know is how was matter and antimatter created. So because I do physics and I do applied science at school, so as my college degree, and in physics we learned about that. So what it basically was that in the beginning of, well, if you're taking the theory of Big Bang, when the Big Bang occurred, it created so in theory, or not in theory, in practice, antimatter is the opposite of matter, and and matter and antimatter should um like knock off each other, because when a positive meets a negative, they become neutral, and then that makes it zip. That just destroys it. Well, doesn't destroy it, just recreate it into energy. Um, but uh, there's small. What's happened is that some antimatter is fused with matter to create other more energy, which created. And what the theory is that we've been developing is that the beginning of the universe was made by when a large amount of antimatter and matter fused together to create a huge amount of energy, and then it caused into a huge explosion, turning that reaction into a mass of beta, alpha, and gamma particles. Also known, yeah. So that's a theory that antimatter and matter came together, create a huge amount of energy, which then exploded into this unimaginable size. Um, I think it's just music that's making me think like this now, but um, it will explode and it create a bunch of energy, which then formed into um, that only created beta and alpha and gamma particles, which then collected over and then built stuff. If there were already a lot of matter and antimatter particles then before our universe was created, there was a mix of both. Like in our universe at the moment, we know pockets that are filled with just antimatter. And we can make our own antimatter, but it's only a very small amount of antimatter. Um, like a very like really small amount of antimatter. So when we talk about science like that, I don't know if you guys want to hear this, but I'm just going to go into it anyway because I love it. Um, Very likely possible. Yeah, exactly. So it's very likely that there's more universes out there. There's more universes out there, not just ours. Mostly because if the theory is correct that a large amount of that lots of antimatter particles and a lot of matter particles fuse together to create a lot of energy, then it's very possible that's happened elsewhere. Um, we don't have any proof that these other universes exist because we don't even know how far our universe goes, and we don't. It may not be possible until one day, one universe collides with another universe, and then that creates a huge amount of destruction. I bet infinite dollars that trillions of big bangs are happening right now. Probably. That's the thing. Like, even if we detected a big bang, it would have happened millennia ago, billions and trillions of years ago. Because by the time, because when you see stars, do you see them? You're seeing the light that's come from the past, from light years away. When you see those lights, you're seeing them from light years and light years away. So by the time we see a big bang, visible over there, by the time we see it, it would have taken place trillions and trillions and trillions of years ago. And we haven't observed any yet because they're probably either not too bright enough or they're being dulled out by the background radiation of the universe. But it's very likely that we have more universes out there due to, like, if there was a large amount of anti and um, normal matter that fused together. But it's only if there was a large amount. And when I mean large, I mean like a lot of antimatter. So the most unknown thing isn't our space, but the outside of space. Exactly. Make my head hurt, but I love it. It's just like so weird to me personally. It's so interesting of how something so basic can be so complicated at the same time. Like space in itself is simple, but when you look into it, it's so much more complicated than what it actually is, and it's so, oh my god. Well, I'm at nervous prospect. Like that, like the next frontier is space. We can't deny that. It's the next leap in humanity is creating stuff in space and traveling beyond the cosmos. But like that's probably not going to be in our lifetime. Simplet. So technically, from all of this is also a possibility that infinite universes exist. Yes, that is true. So at a point, because time is relative. Time is only relative to us. We basically created time in a way. Because to the universe, time doesn't really exist. Because there's a such thing called black holes, which defy what our physics laws show. So space code. So with black holes, they bend reality almost, and we have never been inside or observed a black hole before, so we don't know what happens inside of them or what happens when you're inside one. So we don't know from our perspective what's inside of a black hole. We don't know if it jumps time, we don't know if it destroys, it creates, or brings you to a whole new place. We don't know. We got one picture of the thing, and it looks absolutely brilliant. If universes exist, then technically all kind of possibilities exist, from weird characters existing to literally beings that warp time and space. That is true. Yes, like a black holes is just mass. It basically, well, if you make a plate, okay, if you get no, better yet, if you get a blanket and you suspend it over, you can do this at home as well. So you just put two chairs, put a blanket on top, and then what you want to do is put your finger on it. Just place your hand on it. It's really easy. That would be Earth. Okay, just place your hand in a very small dip. Then get a book, put it on there. You got the sun, and then you get a bowling ball, put on there, and you get the largest known sun that we know of. And then to get the representation of how massive and powerful a black hole is, what you want to do is just sit on it and see how far you go down. Most probably you will just fall through and collapse the whole chair. That's how strong a black hole is. And if you get near a black hole, about I think it was like 3 light years away from a black hole, you'll be simultaneously ripped apart atom by atom from how strong the gravitational field is. They can die. Yes, that is true. But a very long time. They take a very long time. So if you do a timeline of the universe, you get the Big Bang and you go into the void. The void is when there is nothing left but a one supermassive black hole. And I mean supermassive, because black holes can eat other black holes to grow their mass. And what do you do? What do you think a black hole is? Just a rip? I don't think it's a rip in the fabric of the universe. It's more like to create a black hole. If you like to create a black hole, you would need a supernova, a supernova, which is from a dying star that's really big, much bigger than our sun. I know the biggest star that we have. I don't remember what it was called, but that will turn into a miniature black hole, and the largest sun that we know of is going to become itty bitty. It's going to collapse on itself and become a really small black hole. And then when it dies, the fabric of the universe just becomes fixed. No, not really, because a black hole is just a condensed. It's just condensed mass. So we can turn our sun into a black hole. Don't know why we want to do that, but you can, and it will become really small. About, I think it was like a centimeter big if you did it. From that big, our sun, to that big into 1 centimeter. That's how big, how condensed that power is going to be. And then you get the supermassive black hole, supermassive sun turn into a black hole. You get about a meter long, or 2 meters long, I think. Which also the thermal can also change surrounding space-time. Technically, well, thermal is basically just radiating. It's just radiation in the form of heat. So when the sun emits solar flares, those are just high amounts of radiation emitting from the sun. Saying that I don't think it can change space-time. Mass can change space-time. That's why black holes are really, really interesting, because because of their heavy mass, they're able to warp space-time by making a dip and crossing and making a distance of about 50,000 light years into about 2, because their dip is creating like if you get a piece of paper, dip it down, it's going to be easier to cross. What's easier to cross? A flat piece of paper traveling from A to B, or poking a hole through it, folding it in half, and then traveling it like that. It's easier to fold it in half and then travel like that. That's why black holes are really interesting, because we don't know if they will be if they're technically wormholes or if they're destroying matter. So we don't know. They're all theories. Like, these are all theories, all science theories that we've come up with, and I want to go more into it, but I don't have much knowledge on it. But it's more. These are all theories. We don't have any practice. We don't know exact knowledge of that. If black holes are good or bad, we don't know if there are other conceivable universes out there. There most probably is, but we don't have proof for it, because we don't even know how far R stretches on for. I feel like the theory of the black hole is just a transfer you from somewhere is false, since the black hole's heavy mass wouldn't it just be a void. I don't think it would just be a void. Okay, so what the pictures we've got from a black hole and theories we've had on a black hole is that inside it is pitch black. We can't be certain. Our theories is that inside a black hole, because of its heavy mass, it will start ripping things. Like, it will just start ripping things apart. As the most plausible theory, except for the fact that we don't know, since our theories have been growing over the years, we don't know if it would actually rip us apart from the closer we get to it, or if it will start sucking us in due to the intense gravitational pull it has due to its mass, and start warping us somewhere else in time. I can't join you. Oh yeah, because I'm still in this world. I'm talking about science. I love. I don't know what it is, man, but I love science. I don't know what it is, but I love it, man. I love it. Well, I guess we should leave. We should leave first. Yes, first we should leave. I'm gonna play TFT. I'm gonna still watch the stream though. Science. Science is like so much greater because I love it. I love just talking about it. Just talking about science is enough to get me off my nut about it. We went too deep in the subject. We kind of did. Like, one day, not in our lifetimes probably, but in the far future, that's gonna become possible one day. One day that will be normal. Always was my favorite class. Oh my god, it's such a vibe that 9% of the vibe in it. No way, it's crazy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Oh my, but it's like I love it. I can't. I don't know. Like I love science. I do science, but I hate it. I hate the subject, but I love the theories. If it was just theories, I would love it. But like, man, science. I cannot get enough of science. The background feels like it is in space teaching stream. I want to do that. I've been wanting to do something related to like a science stream because I adore science so much. People know the homie. What will happen when the vibe meter is at 100? We vibe, man. We just vibe. Do a podcast. Oh my god, I don't know. I'm not smart enough to do a podcast. I wish I could, but I don't think I'm that smart. How was our universe created? Most probably created not from. If you're a churchgoer, then most probably you guys are gonna believe in Adam and Eve. The science community is gonna believe in the Big Bang Theory till the day it dies. All science, since based on logic and how things work, it needs science. It does. It needs for things to make sense in this world. For us to perceive things around us, we need science because that's how we know how things work, how laws should be dictated, and how that can be made. Because without science, that would be impossible. I don't. You don't have to be smart. Just you have to know something to talk to. But yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh my god, I can't. There's no words how I can describe how much knowledge I want to throw you guys right now. Like, so much knowledge. But like, I don't know. I want to continue talking about this, but I think you guys want to go vibe somewhere else. My brain's hurting. I still have to do a project. Oh my god. Oh, I love science. Is it possible in the future 200 IQ is just an average amount? Depends if we breed right. I don't think so. No, like we're much smarter back then. I'm not gonna say this stupid thing where chimps, like people have been saying that chimps are more smarter than humans because they're able to perform patterns. That is complete bullshit. Yes, they're good at they're better at figuring out patterns than humans, but I don't see chimps building buildings or figuring out complicated astrophysics, rocket science to figure out how that can be possible one day. I don't see that happening. So all that shit is bullshit and throw it in the trash. But one day, like, as our knowledge grows, different things are going to become relevant to us. So our IQ may not change, but our knowledge of other things will change. So back 100 years ago, our knowledge back then, like someone who was like, let's take the example of Isaac Newton, science pog. Like, it makes sense. So average would be 40, considering where we're heading based on the people. Exactly. So in the future, the person who built this probably has an average IQ of about 120, but the knowledge of which is brought to them is different to what we have right now. So in the future, let's go like 100 years in the future. Things are going to be different from now. Definitely 100% different from now. But the knowledge they will have in the future will be vastly different, or may not be different from what we have now. But their knowledge would be somewhat tweaked to what we have, so we have a better understanding of what we're in. You make me want to go back to school. This is all self-research, basically. This is all self-research. Yeah, that's basically it. And if you take the example of Isaac Newton, where he was far ahead of his time, far ahead. He was the one who developed the theory of gravity, which is still a theory, by the way. Believe it or not, it's not. We've done practical, like everyone is being contracted by gravity, but it's still a theory because we don't have any. We can't see it. We can't observe it, but we can see someone being held down by something. So we say it's held down by the theory of gravity. I love learning. Just how this shit teaches. I can be your teacher. Stretch. All right. Yeah, but like, oh my god, I don't know if it's just music. I think it's just music which is making me want to say this. Oh, but man, absolutely love the ideas. Is that my motherfucker? Is that the motherfucker who invented gravity? Nobody invented gravity, okay? People had a theory about it, and then it was there. Make me undub. It's like when he discovered gravity, he didn't really discover it. He noticed a pattern of which he called gravity, because things were being held down by something, and he didn't believe that it was being held down by magic or just not thinking about it. So he created a theory and conducted a bunch of tests, which then concluded with a bunch of formulas, which then made him calculate the gravitational pull, or I forgot what it's called now. I forgot what it's called. Fuck. But we're being held down by about 9.8 newtons, I believe it was, and he discovered that from a bunch of formulas, which I'm not even gonna bother about. It's like something along with like mass time the something. I can't remember what it was. That was like that was high school stuff. But he figured out from those formulas, discovered that happened, and then there was another guy who found out the radius of the Earth by using 2 sticks. We got to vibe, my dude. Invented, not discovered. No, discovered. Discovered. The reason why he discovered, because gravity was already invented. He had just discovered its presence. I'm vibing listening to him talk. Like, it's so interesting. It's so interesting. I was playing around shit before I was invented. Like, man, when Isaac Newton discovered freaking gravity, man, that's fucking bull. But like, I feel like one day we can create new elements when we finally be able to manipulate protons and atoms. We can technically do that now. We already created some new elements. Debatable where we actually created it or not, but we created on the periodic table. There's new elements called UUP, UUM, and UUO, and UUN. I think it was UUM and UUN, UO and UI. Those are all new elements we just discovered through the particle accelerator by smashing protons into other protons and then getting electrons and spin and then attracting them to the protons. We discovered those, and then we found out that uranium, I think it's called uranium, or UUN-113, element 113, is able to manipulate gravity. What I mean by manipulate gravity is that it's able to create its own gravitational field, almost. Like, in movies when there's like those flying cars, technically, and okay, so, UFOs, how are they able to lift off the ground is theoretically by using the element 113. I mean, like technically we may already made new elements today, but it's a bit limited. It's a bit limited, yeah, because the universe has already created elements that we need already. Like what we can make and what would be really useful is isotopes and compounds of things to make them better. So our experience with this is that turning iron ore into iron bars, which then made them tougher because we were able to refine it and squish the molecules into a tighter space. Then after that, we mixed it with something else, which then created steel. And steel's a lot stronger than iron. And then after we created steel, we started creating steel bars, which were really tough. How long do you plan on streaming? I have no idea. If we were born in 2001, I might have remember 2070. I have to remember 70 million. Well, the periodic table always expands. Like, there's reasons why there's certain gaps in places. Like, the whole bottom area of the periodic table is just elements that has been named after people. There's certain spaces on the transition metals, which is that middle block, which is excuse me, which is a bit filled with gaps, and we can predict which elements haven't been created because each element is named from 1 all the way down to 306, I think it is. My brain. My brain. From 1 to 306, and we can tell which elements were missing because we can just pick out which numbers are missing from the periodic table. So, for example, we were missing from what the example we got from before was that elements from 112, I think it was, to 116, we were missing those elements, and then we started using the particle accelerator, which then discovered the creation of the isotopes of 112 all the way down to 116, and then we were able to figure out, oh wait, they were able to predict that those elements would be there before they were even discovered. If a bar was a scientist and found a new element, doesn't that mean that the element would be called Technically, yeah. BRB. Okay, I need to pour water on myself. My brain needs pour milk on it. Like, I know there's Einsteinium, Newtonium, which is named after Isaac Newton and Einstein. We've also got barium, bohrium, thorium, cerium, isotonium. Newt. We should take a break from this subject. No breaks. We got isotonium, ionium, steratonium, chronionium. No, that's not one. It starts with P. Precanium? Precanium? Wait, does that mean that Cranium exists? I don't think so, no. It's cacanonium. No. Chromium. Chronionium, I think it was called. Oh my god, it's like there's so many elements. So many elements that I can talk about. Stop. I'm not even see how it's called yet. Oh my god. My brain. Oh, but man, seriously though, science is pog. It is pog. Oh my god, is it freaking pog. That was fun to talk about it. It's so fun. It's so fun to talk about, especially when you know I could listen to this for hours. Oh my god. B, I love you. I love you, B. Me too. Like, it's like this can go on for hours and hours just talking about, literally, we can talk for hours just about the black spot that is in space. We can talk about all that shit, and I would talk for hours. But my brain can't handle it. Oh my god, I don't understand half of this. My brain is gonna explode. Maybe next time we should talk about neutron stars. Oh my god, neutron stars! Oh my god, neutron stars! Oh yes, yes, neutron stars! Oh yes, 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 neutron stars! Oh my god, are they a mystery to me? Oh my god, I love it! Oh my god, yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, freaking neutron stars. No, 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 no. Yes, yes, freaking neutron stars. Oh my god, are they just freaking mysteries to my eyes? I thought I came here to get away from class. Bunny, it's 12 a.m. I think we're all good here. I think we've covered the science degree. You're like a bunny, because I fucking love it. I love freaking science. I love it. Absolutely adore it. Oh my god. Like a kid, they can. Oh my god. If I freaking went to NASA one day, I would go there like I'm at a candy factory or the cake factory or wherever sells candy. I would freaking be hyped, and no one would know why. I got you. Oh my god. Oh my god. But like, oh my god, I love it. I literally got you. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for being my friend. Oh my god. But anyway, neutron stars. Very cool things they are. I live right by candies. Oh, B! No, 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 I'm coming right now. Fuck that. I'm coming right now. I have been to NASA. It is dope. Is pickle juice healthy? Yes, actually, yes, pickle juice is actually healthy. It is. You want to know why? Because it actually stops cramps. Um, Athletes take it. I know at Geelong side, the Geelong side in Australian football, they drink pickle juice to stop cramping. So yes, it actually is healthy. Yeah, it's amazing to listen to. I love it, but I need you to go back. But I need to get you into NASA. Pickle pog. Yeah, so there's like hidden benefits of pickle juice because it stops crampings. I believe it helps with the throat. I think I don't know, but it helps. I definitely know it helps with crampings, especially when exercising. Um, Jay, it says you're offline. Does it? Also, Disney World was like a whole ass space section. Oh my god! Oh my god! Does it offline? Does it? Uh, let's have a look at that real quick. Dude, that's fucking pog, man. It's definitely taking a little while. Definitely taking a little while. Boy Void. Who is Boy Void? Uh, he's online for me. Not for me. It says he's online. Yeah. So try refreshing your browser. Try refreshing your browser. Oh my god, man. Wandering random user. Freaking nice signs, dude. Oh my god. But man, signs, bro. It's this music, man. I don't know this code. Alright. Um, dude, freaking Pog. I love it. I actually love it. Oh, there. I'm offline. Oh, on VR chat. Okay. Can you invite me? Yes. It's quite refreshing talking about this almost after a year of not talking about it. Oh my god. Like I do science for a living. I do a science course in high school. Not high school, college, sorry. And we talk about this all day in physics. I think now we're doing radioisotopes, um, going about the background radiation of space and also the radiation emitted from X-rays. Uh, so yeah, you've got to hydrate. Oh my god, I need to hydrate. Uh, 96% of the vibe meter. No way, that's cool. Let me go check my. I don't know if I should be offline. I says I am online here. I think it's just because I'm in a single player world. It may turn me offline. Could be that. I don't know. Did you ever take astronomy? No, I've never taken astronomy. This is all my self knowledge of like researching shit. You need to hydrate 30 times. Do I have to hydrate 30 times? What did you guys do? What the? Wait, what? Oh my god, Minnie! Minnie the ghost, what the fuck? Thank you for contributing to the vibe meter, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21! 21! We should finish the subject in that because now and save it for later. Yes! Minnie, how rich are you? Oh my god, okay. 21. Alright. Man. Science, bro, though. Science is like. Was just curious at how. It seems you really. Wait. Was just curious because it seems up your alley. It's oh my god. I love astronomy, but it's not my strong point. I love coding. Did you watch 52 Days? I think it's been here for a long time. But I don't think anyone's gotten 1.3 million. It would have to be here because we do 4-hour streams on 4 days. On a week we do 4 days. And then each day we do about 2 hours to 4 hours of streaming. So it's gonna be a bit more than 52 days. It may take about probably 200 by that rate probably, or 110. But I'm gonna run out of water. I have 28,000. Oh Jesus Christ! All right, that's all the water. Oh my god, I love. Oh my god, this map. I feel so glad that I feel this map. Biometer, woo! Yeah. I feel like I feel more broke than I ever before. What about now? We need 2,000 more pog points. God damn. It's gonna drown. We literally need 2,000 more pog points. We're 28,792. God damn. Thank you, Spirit, for contributing to 910 to the vibe meter. That puts us at 1,000. We need 1,000. I can't contribute no more. Damn. Oh god. Only 1,000 left, guys. 1,000 left to get to the vibe meter. Oh my god. That's so cool. Oh my god. There's too much science today. But neutron stars, those are very interesting. They're very interesting things. I got it. Oh, get them. I'll get them. All right. I can contribute. Can I? I can't contribute to my own. My guy got to relax inside. Yeah, let's get that meter up. Let's get that meter up all the way. All the way. Oh my god, but man. That's not contributing. Never relax. Like, how do you say, like, just the utter vastness of space is too much. There's too much space. Which is the issue. Like, we could, okay, it's a bit weird. It's not, okay, so what is troubling to me is that it's a weird that in space, in the entire universe, we as a planet, are the only habitable planet, which is really annoying for me because like there's space is huge. It's huge. Like it goes on for like trillions of light years. So where? I mean, I'm just trying to press a button here. Um, where's the button when you need it? Button. Oh, so you want to press that button, but you don't want to press that button. Okay. Uh, why do you want to do this to me, camera? Fine. Get a new stream camera. Oh, okay, this camera's just broken. Never mind. I'll just walk around then. Maybe just walk forward a bit. Alright, so oh, that's way too close to the edge. So like, but I got to go. All right, see you around. One more science question before my phone will be taken. How do we contain antimatter when all stuff we use is antimatter? So there's a container. A theoretical. Oh, sorry, I'm just fixing up a cord. There's a theoretical container which we can make. Which we actually, I think we have at the moment. Which contains some amounts of antimatter in it. And it's a container which has got a vacuum in it. Trash in Fortnite. It's got a vacuum in it, and it basically suspends antimatter inside of it. We can't make an antimatter container because the moment antimatter touches matter, it destroys it and transfers it into energy or radiation in forms. So in alpha, beta, and gamma. So we get this container and we suspend the antimatter inside the container inside of a vacuum. I just be chatting in chat. Yeah. So that's how we would do it. And at the moment, we did that for about because antimatter here in real life, that we've made, because of the air that's around us, that is matter. The air around us is matter. So immediately when we make it, we need to make it in a vacuum that has no air, no particles for it to react with, nothing to touch. Basically, it has to be literally completely empty. So if we make a vacuum that consists of nothing, can we contain it? In theory, we can contain it in theory, because we don't know if that nothing actually is nothing. Because out there, in this space right here, if we just take this block of space here, just that three-dimensional space right there, of that block, in that space is going to be something. It's going to be dust particles, radiation, or gamma rays, which is basically radiation anyway. But in that is something. Even though it looks like nothing, there is something. And that's what we have to remove. So anything, if antimatter reacts with that, then it will just dissolve and turn that into more energy. I think it's because I'm in this world. It might be because I'm in this world. Oof. But yeah. That's basically how we do it. You have to make sure that it is completely empty. Completely. Of anything that is physically matter. Or in radiation form. You almost made me think of a subject I thought about a week ago. Oh, really? What subject would that be? What subject's that? This is really interesting. Oh, I'm really enjoying this. Oh no, I was thinking of doing something like because of things existence. Well, we're existing from a explosion that exploded into a huge amount of elements that was created by suns. He's a something, though thou and I don't know how to sing the laser beam song. Like our elements and what we have today on our Earth is because of suns condensing them inside of their cores and then spitting them out. That's basically how the no, not about history. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean by existence? Like, do you mean just how we became to be, or how things became to be? What do you mean there? Take it away, user. User. I mean, a something that is not existing but also existing. Oh, that's well, existing in two planes, or I hate when I went from hating this to loving this, loving to learning this. Yeah, because it's interesting when you start getting into it. It's really interesting. But like thinking about this, like you mean like different planes? User, do you mean like existing on different planes, or do you mean like it not like in not being not existing but also existing at the same time? Because in that case, it would have to be a mirror image of themselves from two places, like literally looking through a mirror. One side's there, one side it isn't, but it's also together, so it makes it look like it's always there, but isn't. We do not know if it exists nor not existent, not exist at the same time. But at the same time, we do know it exists, but since it does not exist. Oh, so yeah, so to us, we only figured out the existence of antimatter through a theory of knowing that there's to a reaction, there's always an equal and opposite reaction. We know that to create a large amount of energy, you would need we need matter and something else. We didn't know antimatter existed before it was called dark matter, but now we've changed it to antimatter. But before it was matter, and we said we had the theories that to create a large amount of energy, so much to cause a huge subatomic explosion, you would need two reactions. One would be matter, which was already existent, and something else that would cause it to polarize and explode. And you are still being a science boy, yes. And so we didn't know that existed, but it was existing. So then when we found it, then it was there. But then now there's very little amounts of it. Jay, calm down. This is of us using a mirror concept is technically an existence since it exists. Yes. Jay, calm down. Like, it's hard to go into because I don't know much. I'm just going off knowledge that I know already. But theories are developed through not knowing something is there, or something that is there, but what we can improve and what we don't know about it. So in our case, a theory of Big Bang, we don't know what happened. We have no proof whatsoever that the Big Bang did happen. But we've got plausible evidence and theories to show that it did happen due to us being here, plus the background radiation that was emitted from the Big Bang, which we can still detect from today, which is called the background radiation of the universe, or background sound of the universe. Big brain boy, but he can't read. Yep. If what I said that the non-existing stuff exists, can it truly be called that it doesn't exist? Most probably, somewhere out there, it exists. Somewhere out there. It doesn't have to, even if it doesn't exist in our plane of existence, because we live in a fourth dimension. We live in, what was it? I think it was like third dimension where we're living in, where we're able to perceive things in 3 dimensions. We can see them as forward, backwards, left and right, and up and down, and diagonally, and any space in between. But we, to us, don't know what the fourth dimension or the fifth dimension looks like. We can't even think about what it looks like because we've never seen or we have never seen it. We've never seen the fourth dimension before, so we don't know what it could look like. We have got our brains cannot comprehend of how it looks like. So please stop to talk about something interesting like philosophy. No scientific. Can we go to the Can we go to the nether? What does this mean when what does it mean when there's nothing is nothing that doesn't exist? If to be for something to not exist, it would literally mean it would not exist even in every plane of existence. Meaning that we don't know if it doesn't exist because we don't know what it is yet. So for us to know what it is, we would have to know it exists. Like, for example, like there is no example. There's no example for something that doesn't exist because we've never heard of it. We can make theories about it being there, but by that point, it's existing because we put our thoughts there. For us to, when we think it, it's there. In that case, it's not that we think it and then it pops up in somewhere in the space universe because we thought of it. No, we've got a theory that backs up that it is there. But for something not to exist would mean that we have not, at this point, in our understanding, that it is not possible for that to exist. Even if we tried our hardest to prove it and it all the tests came back negative, then that thing would not exist. But depending if one of those tests come through as positive, then that thing exists somewhere else. Not even if we don't know what is there, and we can't bring it back to us and show it is actually physically there. It is somewhere out there because we have theoretically shown that it exists. But since it's not there, then it's not there. And interesting. Could there be parallel universes? I'll have to get back to that one. I will go, and then when I come back, it better not be here. So it's like, okay. Parallel universes. It's tricky. That's a tricky subject because there's a lot of theories that back it up and also disprove the existence of parallel universes. There's more towards that actually existing than not. If it doesn't exist in every other plane of existence, then since we know it still be truly cool that it doesn't exist, since the theory of infinite parallel universes is possible, the possibility of something that doesn't exist in all is infinitely impossible. Exactly. So that means that anything that could exist can exist, and anything that can't exist can exist at the same time as it not existing. Because we out there, we don't know. We know there's life out there. We have ideas. To us in the public, we know there is life out there, but we've never seen it. But we've got theories that back that up. So we know it's out there, but we've never seen it. Despite the footage that has been released by the government saying they've found a UFO and they've seen it flying around, that gives us hope that there's something out there. But for something not to exist at all whatsoever in every single plane of existence is highly and highly unlikely, unless we have not thought of it yet. Could our dreams be us in a parallel universe? No, dreams are not you in a parallel universe. One way to debunk this is that dreams are just manifestations of your brain's past events and your imagination that you've come up with. So, for example, if you had a nightmare, it's just the stress that you've had from the past weeks, or your brain being in overdrive due to some issues that you've had either from trauma, PTSD, or just usual stress. Dreaming only comes in when the brain goes into REM sleep, in that little in-between space. Because in sleep, there's different stages, and you go light sleep, REM sleep, or deep sleep. I don't know. I can't remember what the rest of it is, but deep sleep is when you don't dream at all. You're completely dead. Like not dead. You're not. You are in deep sleep. All you think about is sleep. All I have is nightmares. So me burning in a building. Is it about no? It's just your brains. It grabs your brain's interests, your past experiences, and what your imagination is thinking of right now, and just transforming that into a dream which you can just play around in. Lucid dreams are interesting because you know you're in a dream, and you know that you know you're in there, but you don't wake up. That's basically a lucid dream's fun because you can do whatever you want and you can dream it up. However, it's very dangerous in the fact that like you can just get stuck in there. Not like stuck in there, you just sleep forever. Just you get stuck and you want to go back there. Um, fuck, still science. No, that reminds me of a subject I also thought a month ago. Okay, I have a book about lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is fun. It's so much fun. I had it once and I loved it. I was able to. I had a dream about me just traveling through space and then constructing a bed. I think that's what literally me. I got from Earth, shot up, and just went to Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, freaking Neptune, all the way back there. So fun. Dreaming can lead to sleep paralysis too. I think yeah, that's also another thing. Depending on what your lucid dream leads up to at the end, you can end up being your body still being asleep, and then being stuck, just paralyzed, and then your night demons start to harass you, saying, "Ha ha, you had fun. Fuck you." Pluto is a planet. It's been ruled out as being a planet. TSW, TSO, TSV. Think of the follow. Think of the follow. Um, it's kind of up and down. Pluto is too small to be considered a planet now. The science community has concluded that Pluto is no longer considered a planet as its radius and mass is too small of the average planet. In our solar system, we've got planets like Pluto, which are very small and planet-like, but they're seen as large asteroids, not as planets. At least it be in front of a whiteboard so I can draw as you talk. Oh, I wish I had it. My sleep paralysis demons is gay nightmare. Does ADHD cause nightmares? No, that's just an overproduction of ADH. Replace the word planet with the word penis and say it again. Oh my god, I swear to god, Minnie. Oh. Oh no, it's my dad has demanded me to hand over the phone. Love your avatar. Oh my god. Thank you next time. Thank you. Well, user, it's been great talking to you. Very fun. It's been really fun talking to you. Um, I'm so glad I did this map. I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, thank you, thank you, user, for being here. It's been great fun talking about science with you. I want to talk about more though. It's so fun. It's so fun. Oh shit. There. Okay. There we go. Okay. So much fun. It's so much fun. Thank me. No, not you. Not you. No, no. But oh my god, science. Goddamn science. Well, I'm gonna go. I shall discuss the subject I was talking about later. Next stream if you come on. Exactly. And if you want to join, go, user. If you want to go join the Discord, come join us. We can talk about more there. I'm very active on the voice chats and just generally active on Discord. So if you want to come down on the Discord, come join us. We can have a lot more discussions about freaking space and science and shit. Oh my god. Science. Yes, next time. You just missed out the entire section of about an hour of me just talking specifically about science. Yeah, we've just been talking about science for the last hour, I believe, about an hour now, and I love it. Best hour ever. I've never talked about science for this long before. Um, Hi, my name is Frisk. Oh my god. Did I miss people? Little Wicco Kid. Oh, Little Wicco Kid followed. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. I didn't see that. SFG, he donated 15 bits. Okay, cool. Bye bye. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Hope you join the Discord so we can talk there as well. Bye. Have a good day. It's awesome to see how passionate you are. Even in high school, I was so passionate about science. As a kid, I loved science, and I was just like, Oh my god! When I first started science, my very first science lesson, we were doing chemistry, and we did it. Mood. Love watching you, even when it's not something I like watching. You still find a way to make it like and fun, like and fun. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you like it, Bevo.